Welcome to the Lesson 8 videos. We're going to talk about playing by ear for the three songs that are on this lesson. The first one is Greensleeves, the second one is 900 Miles, and the third one is Wayfaring Stranger. Each one of them have a unique thing to remember that will help you learn the song faster. The thing that all three have in common is that the left hand is starting to play the root of the chord on the downbeats when it changes. And why that's valuable to know is that it creates the chord for you and it gives you a marker, a place to remember. So, for example, in Greensleeves, the chord E minor, D, C, and B, it goes down one note, right? And then the thing to keep in mind is it's two measures for each chord. Right? All right, so that's how the left hand is put together. Greensleeves works out in 4 parts. The first 2 parts are almost exactly a repeat, and then the third and the fourth part are repeats. The first 2 parts, they start on E minor, okay? And then the third part starts on G, okay? So first part, E minor, second part starts on E minor, third part starts on G, and fourth part starts on G. Okay? So that kind of gives you the roadmap. And if you're curious about other ways to help you learn to play by ear, check out those other videos if you haven't already done so. Okay? Now let's see. I'm going to go on to 900 Miles. In 900 Miles, the thing I want to point out to you is that the first half and the second half, the melody repeats. So even though it's a longer song, you only really have to know half of it and then repeat it. So that can help a lot, right? You're going to start in E minor, and your left hand is doing a lot of rocking. And it goes to the different chords, right? And then in the second half, there's a variation. It's the same chords, but what you do is you do a syncopation. So if you learn the movement of the notes on the first in the third beat, E, 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 C, G, D, D. If you learn that, you're almost all the way there. So the pattern of the left hand becomes something that the melody stacks on top of. And learning the melody, you can do add one, you can do it a little, I've talked about the jigsaw puzzle idea. You get this bit over here, and then you kind of fill in the gap by listening over and over. You build forward and backwards sometimes to catch it. Sometimes you go right from the beginning, do the add one. And if those sound weird, I talked about them at great length in the other videos. So most of you know about that. All right, so the last one, Wayfaring Stranger. The left hand does some unique things. It's also going to change the chord, and the chord is spelled from that bottom note. So we have E minor, and instead of having all 5 fingers lined up, where the thumb usually is, we put the second finger. Right, that's called a fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your fifth, and then octave 8, E to E. Right, and then you build that starting on the A. There's your fifth, and then your octave. So it's A to A with the fifth, right? C to C with the fifth. That's the whole left hand business, right? And so the other unique thing about this song is that it has 3 pickup notes. So the 3 notes that start the song are not something you land on. Bum, ba, dum, bum. And the landing note is where the left hand comes in. Now each time you come off this left hand note quick for 3 more pickup notes. So if that pickup note is late, we mess with the timing of it. And you'll be picking this up by ear, right? So you'll hear it over and over. Just be careful not to be late on your pickup notes. Otherwise, it doesn't settle into a steady beat and it becomes harder to play, all right? So I hope those things are helpful to you. This is now, the 21st song that you're playing. So you have a few under your belt. And I have a feeling that if you started at the beginning with the easy songs and started to work your way through and have been following the scale with the echo and the jam, you're going to find these really easy to pick up. It's kind of interesting when the song is a really good song, it's easy to remember. And some of these you will know from before because you've heard them, Christmas time and things like that. Even so, I like these 2 folk songs because they're catchy and they're easy to remember. Thank you for joining me.